Welcome to our live training session number 38, part 4. In this video, we're going to take a look at mapping out our high cam operation, specifically looking at our part throttle and wide open throttle fuel and ignition timing tuning for all of our different cam angle pairings. We're going to be setting our cam angle composite table for the high cam, as well as setting our VTEC engagement point. There's going to be a lot of things to cover in this video, so let's jump into our live training session so we can get started.
Welcome back to our live training session here with our Turbocharged 8th Gen Honda Civic Si. In the last video, we mapped out our low cam fuel and spark timing tables for all the different cam angle pairings. We actually set our cam composite map, and now we're ready to take a look at doing our high cam tuning in this video. So it's a relatively simple process. We're going to be using some of the things that we've already mapped out and worked with on the low cam to guide us in some of our tuning here on the high cam tables. I'll be showing you what to look for and some things you need to know. Now before we do that, real quickly here, in that last video, we capped our values here in our variable cam table here at 30 degrees. So we know this is going to be essentially the optimized point for the cam angle pairing. What I didn't do, if I go into options, show all columns, what I didn't do is actually copy my 30 degree tables here on my low cam, my fuel values and my spark timing into my 40. We'll find that even though we're not commanding 40, the cam actually could potentially rotate up to, let's say, 32 degrees. It's always good to have these tables the same. We'll find that the fuel values and spark timing are going to be essentially the same between them. So we need to copy and paste those just to make sure for consistency's sake. Again, as long as you're doing this and you want to be consistent, if you have a little bit of cam angle rotation, you'll have your fuel and spark timing there and populate it. Otherwise, it'll have some arbitrary values and it could skew up the way that it's calculating fuel and spark timing. It could cause some issues. So let's go here to our 30 degree spark and then we'll paste it here. So I wanted to just mention that real quick. It's a little bit important that we go ahead and do that. All right, so now we're ready to take a look at how to optimize everything for the high cam. So what we need to do, first and foremost here, we'll jump into calibration. We are going to set our VTEC thresholds relatively low. I'm going to set my VTEC here at my upper and lower boundary at 3,000 RPM. So it's going to allow me to get into VTEC pretty easily. I want to do that specifically because when I'm at part throttle driving, I want to try to get on the high cam part throttle so I can sweep through it so it's going to be easier to collect more data. Otherwise, it'll be hard to get onto the high cam part throttle table and it'll make it difficult to calibrate it and tune. So we need to set up our engagement pretty low here in our engine RPM. The next thing we want to do here is go to our actual load engagement, and we're going to go here and set our selected values to something like 0.4 bar. This is going to be really low, so we'll get into VTEC. Essentially we'll be almost driving in VTEC, but that's what we want to do right now. We want to map out the part throttle, and then we'll move into the full throttle, and then we'll re-index our VTEC window here once we kind of figure things out. Now, the other portion of this, let's actually close this out here. We are also going to have to go into, let's go into our high cam table. We're going to go to our 0 degree on our high cam. Now our cam angle table is already at 0, so we're going to be automatically going on the fuel and ignition timing tables for 0 degree pairing. We need to optimize this. Obviously this table is just way out here for fuel. We need to take a look at our breakpoints. We want to scale these so these make sense. We're only revving this to approximately, well in this case we're going to go into 8,400 on the dyno. Our rev limiter is at 86. I don't need to have a breakpoint much higher here than maybe 86, but the rest of the data points here, starting off at 1,000, well, essentially.
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.